Craigmore has 3 current viticulture investments. It has this 156 hectares in central Hawke's Bay, which is the Springhill Vineyard, one in Gisborne, which is an 8-hectare development called Glen Park. And we also have a 190-hectare development that's soon to be commenced in Blenheim. The vision for the vineyards that Craigmore has is to be growing the best quality grapes in the right place. They are all predominantly planted in sauvignon blanc, which is the #1 export wine variety produced from New Zealand. Here at the Springhill Vineyard, we've partnered with Indivin for both management and for the grape supply. They've got large vineyards in Hawke's Bay, so we get benefit of scale by working in with their staff and their knowledge. Also, with the grape supply agreement, they've got very secure offshore export markets. So in February 2023, Cyclone Gabrielle came to Hawke's Bay and Gisborne, the east coast of New Zealand, and it had in some places quite devastating impact. At Springhill here, we were pretty lucky that the vines themselves weren't badly damaged.
The whole season wasn't just about the cyclone, it was about the weather that impacted us the whole way through. We saw low temperatures, double the rainfall for 3 months, which impacted our second development, which meant we had to reduce our expectations and delay that fruiting by 1 year. What we've done is toe-butted everything and let it grow again. We've got a nice full canopy, as you can see right here. Coming into the later part of the season, we've had nice hot, dry weather. The fruit is looking exceptional this year. The quality is looking really, really good. We're happy with where everything is at.
In our Gisborne vineyard, that also had cyclone, and unfortunately what happened at the Glen Park vineyard is we had a whole lot of silt and water deposited on the site that stayed around for a long time. It meant that last year we didn't harvest the grapes because we couldn't actually get onto the vineyard because of the silt that was left there. However, it's dried up, we've removed some of the silt, and this year we were able to pick grapes again.
On the vineyard, we've got a few sustainable practices. First one is our subsurface irrigation. All of our irrigation is buried about 300 mil below the surface. This allows us to reduce irrigation by about 25%. This has been really important during the season, especially after the January-February period where it's been really dry. We've got no water stress, as you can see, and that's accompanied by our water profile sensors. So I get live readings every 15 minutes and I can see what's happening, where the irrigation's going, and tailor our irrigation to that way.
We've got weather stations on site. We've got our wind machines there for frost protection, and you can also tell what the temperature is at any of those at any given time. It's just monitoring the temperature is the real thing that we need to be doing, and then that helps make the best management decisions going forward. This vineyard, because it was a nice flat paddock, we've got these 2-kilometre long rows, which means that we're not spending as much time turning around on headlands when we get to the end of our spray rounds or our trimming rounds, and that means that our diesel usage is reduced and our tractor passes are reduced.
We get into a period where we are now, where we're waiting for the fruit to ripen. The Indivin team will start sampling the fruit here, take our analysis back to the lab in Hastings at our winery. We then make our picking decisions based on a spec for where we need this wine to sit. When it hits that spec, myself and my team up in Hastings come back down to the vineyard and we will harvest this with 4 machines, one owned by Craigmore and the others are owned by Indivin. It will go through a press and then into a stainless steel tank. We'll then float that, which removes all of the proteins and undesired traits, which is then fermented. From fermentation, we then select one of our overseas markets. It's bottled and sent overseas for the customer to enjoy.
Craigmore has 190 hectares to develop. Half of it will be planted in 2024 down in Marlborough. That's all going into Sauvignon Blanc as well. Bare land in Marlborough is not very easy to get hold of, so we're very excited to have this opportunity down in Blenheim. Springhill Vineyard has outperformed our expectations in terms of the quality of wine that it is producing. And then this year on the blocks that are cropping, they are cropping at a yield level above our expectation. It's a great location, lots of promise.